What's going on, everybody? My name is Israel, and you're watching Invest with Izzy, and I got another jam-packed video for y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Let's just get straight down into it. So, in today's video, I'm basically just going to be discussing crypto this month and what I see, what happened like this week and most recently, what I see right now, and what I think is going to happen for the rest of the month type of thing. Number one, I want to talk about, what news and stuff affected it. Number two, I'm going to jump into the charts, show you guys the TA that I'm doing. Because actually, if you did watch the last video I posted, I actually predicted something very precisely to the point. Basically, like, it was really good. So I'm going to jump into my TA, what I see from a technical perspective in that way. And then number three, I'm just going to react to some news I seen and just my thoughts on the election and how that's going to affect crypto in general. So number one, my thoughts on the market right now. So in general, we had a pretty strong week. We climbed pretty high, and then Bitcoin at a certain point, it just kind of stopped at that point. And we kind of consolidated, which is a really good sign because when Bitcoin is strong and it doesn't really go wild, that's a good indication. And we didn't drop too deep down with Bitcoin. And even though we had news like the hurricane, which is unpredictable, no one can predict weather and how it's going to impact the markets. And also there was like the CPI news, it came in a little bit hotter than expected. And also the PPI news, I think it came out right after, and that was better than expected. So it kind of balanced everything out. All right, and so let's just jump into the charts. I'm going to go into Bitcoin first. All right, so back to the charts. As you can see, I'm going to first point out what I predicted last week in my last video. So you see, this is a cup and handle pattern, all right? I drew it there, but I'll draw it again. You see, this is the cup, this is the handle. And typically, the way you predict it is right at that top line, right at the top line right there. All right, boom. Typically, you want to draw. No, let me just do this. Let me draw that line. You see that? Boom. Typically, you go from the top of that line straight to the bottom, and I drew that cup a little bit up there, but okay, so that cup's supposed to be like this, right? And so typically it's supposed to go all the way down, but I like to be a little bit more conservative, and it's worked for me very good. So I just draw it from here to here, all right, to the bottom of basically that opening. And then what you do, you drag this straight to this top of the line. Look how perfect that is. Basically straight to the dollar, and that's what played out. All right, so if you've seen my last video, that's what I predicted, and I was right. And that's why I love TA. You don't always want to just rely 100% on TA, but TA does tell a lot, and a lot of times it's right. So as you see, after that last week, so this is Sunday, okay, so the new week started. We rallied a lot, right? We're at 64.4, and then we went down because the hurricane, and people were getting scared. The fear was going up, and everyone thought, we're back to maybe 57K, it's over. Start McDonald's job, and sell your house and never invest again. And then no, not really. We closed that daily candle. Where's the close? Okay, 59. So basically 60K, which showed strength. We rebounded all the way up again, and right here is when I noticed another pattern. All right. So this next pattern that I realized is, you guys know what this is called. This is a ascending triangle, right? Top of the line is straight, and then you got a ascending line of resistance right there. You see, boom, 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 and we broke out of that in the negative sense. All right. I was ready for that. I thought we were gonna break to the upside because typically this pattern you break to the upside, and the way you break to the upside and you predict that move, you see the opening of this ascending triangle. That typically will break out right around the endpoint right here. I thought it was gonna break out around here, so you just drag it to wherever it would break out, and you see here it would go boom, 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 and then boom, blast off right there. But that didn't happen, so it happened really in the opposite way. You could There's different ways of predicting the downward breakout, which is typically not likely, like I said, but the downward breakout will be basically from the breakout, but in the opposite way. But I'm more of the conservative guy. I typically would say it will go at least until the opening of that ascending triangle right here, you see, and it went straight to that. So that's why TA is amazing. So that's why I kept those lines there just for reference. I'm going to delete that, and let's see really what's happening now on a broader perspective. All right, boom, 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 boom. Gotta get that boom, 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 pow. All right, so speaking of gotta get that boom, 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 we need to get this boom, boom, pump. All right, no pun intended. We really need to get this pump, or else I think we might go down again. There's no telling. Like we could be stuck again until almost election, because election will also play a part of when we'll break out of this descending channel. All right, so we've been stuck literally. I thought we were stuck here for 4 months, but really we've been stuck here for 6 months. Like, we've been stuck here for 6 months. Insane, insane. So as you can see, this is the daily chart. So it's since then, we've been going down. So even if it did something like this, we'd still be bullish. Like it's not over, right? And then by the time election comes, but I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I think we actually might break out soon, and I think what's gonna happen here, and I really like to use the VRPV. I mean VRVP, not VRPV. The VRVP, which is the volume range visible profile, and this is different from volume because this shows you the amount of volume based on the price, right? So for example, right here, this has the highest amount of volume since starting this descending channel. That's why we're very stable around this range. Next line of resistance will be, of course, this descending line of resistance right here on the descending channel. And if we break out of that, it might be around here because there's another look that you have to use confluence. It's not just one thing. You can't just look at the VRVP and you're good. All right, you gotta look. Is there a volume confirmation of a breakout? Because once we break out of this channel right here, if we do something like this, boom, and break out here, you'll see that the volume right here, will be very high, most likely, because that's when everyone's gonna be like, it might be even around like this high, compared to all the other volume down there. It might even be that high because I think retail will come back once we start to break out of these channels and soon hit all-time highs. All right, so speaking of all-time highs, I also want to check out SUI next, but before we do that, let me show you another TA that was very useful in Bitcoin. Just look at this TA, guys. TA is very important, especially for guys who want to day trade and swing trade. Look how much it respected this channel. Boom, boom. After like here, you should already drew the channel and expected it for it to respect that. Boom, boom, boom. You see how it just stayed in, and then right there, you see right there, when it broke down, I would have got out right away because historically and statistically, ascending channels are a bearish thing because when they break down hard. All right, so you see as it broke down here straight to the bottom, that's a 7%. Right, you could even shorted it right there. So yeah, that's why I wanted to keep that right there. Wait, what? Okay, I want to just delete it. Do you want? Yes. Oh yeah, because I had an alert. All right. So as you can see, now we're just kind of like we're just holding right now. Like we don't know where we want to go, but yeah, that's basically how it is right now, guys. And look, the U.S. election is gonna be November 5th. So I think around that time, that's when we're like, I think almost guaranteed gonna break out. And my prediction is based on what we see in the polls, like maybe like late October, like maybe the 30th, 29th, if we have like rumors or statistics that show like Trump is gonna win like crazy, I think we're gonna pump even like crazier. Um, it's just the markets want certainty, right? They want to know, all right, man, like what the hell's going on, man? Like we want to just know who's gonna win this freaking thing because we've been down in the dumps, going through various life tribulations, and we just want our bags to pump. We just want to make that dough. We just want to make that money, man. We just want to get it. So that's what really everyone is waiting for. All right. So, anyways, without further ado, I want to also look at SUI right now. I'm not really going to look up all the other coins because they're just going to follow Bitcoin. But SUI, guys, SUI is also in another huge ascending channel that not a lot of people are looking at. Well, I haven't really seen it. I mean, no, I don't really, but I haven't watched anybody else do TL on SUI. So this is just strictly my opinion. Obviously, the volume is going to dump off around these price ranges because we haven't even been here, right? So people just want waiting. And you see, SUI is basically doing the same thing that Bitcoin did about a month ago. It's in this ascending channel and it's just bouncing and bouncing. So it'll be kind of dumb to get in there unless we have confirmed breakout. If we're gonna trade this, I got into SUI, I made some money and got out because I knew it's gonna follow Bitcoin. And right around when Bitcoin started to dump, that's when SUI, it actually broke out of the all-time high, but it dipped down a little bit when Bitcoin was about to break out again, past 6444, but it did just temporarily and then dip back down. So that's why there was a dip again on SUI to 212-ish. So that's what I've seen. So with that being said, that's going to be it for this video. You know, it's just more so of a market update just to see what's going on, you know, if we're missing anything, but nothing really big. We just kind of have to wait till elections because most people know, you know, on the red side, they're a little bit more pro crypto and they seem to be more active. But on the blue side, we already know that they're ones in power right now, but they're not doing much to help crypto, you know. We already see the SEC, right? They've been super like anti-crypto. So yeah, we already know most people want red, but even if we get blue, it just throw out all the questions and we just know that we're moving on now, right? But yeah, with that being said, I'm done. I got no more time left, but I appreciate for you guys tuning in and let's see what happens. You know, is October going to be green? My prediction is yes, it's going to be green, but it's going to start being very green in the last about 5 to 10 days. And that is my prediction. Let's see how that plays out. And appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Just like that, I'm gone. Peace.